guys, it's Lucy and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm doing another storytime video as you guys seem to like my other storytime video. So I'm doing a storytime today of the time that me and my family got kicked out of Blackpool Pleasure Beach. And if you don't know where Blackpool Pleasure Beach is, it's like a theme park in Blackpool in the UK. So anyone out of the UK, you probably don't know where it is, but that's where it is. And yeah, so let's get on with the storytime video. Okay, so I think it was in 2014 or 2015. I don't really know, but it was when the first time my sister was at university, I think, and my sister went to Liverpool University, Edge Hill, and so that's near Blackpool, so we went there one weekend. I was with Amy and her family, and then my family as well, so there were 8 of us together. I think Amy's brother was there, I'm not too sure. It was 7 or 8 of us. And we went to Blackpool one weekend to go to the Pleasure Beach because me and my family and Amy's family love theme parks, and we've always done that. We've always been to like Alton Towers and been on holiday and everything, like Florida and stuff, and gone to theme parks. So we went to Blackpool Pleasure Beach and we went to Blackpool during the day. So we went in the tower during the daytime and went in the ballroom, and the ballroom is lovely. If any of you guys have been there, then you know how nice Blackpool is. I love it. And so we did that in the day. And we didn't go into Blackpool Pleasure Beach until about, I want to say about 3, 4 o'clock, because we weren't going to spend a whole day there. We thought, oh, we just want to do the big one and then like get out, because I mean that's the biggest ride there. Like, although it's not my favourite ride there, it's still the biggest ride there. So we decided we were going to go in at like 3 o'clock. And we walked down and it was only me, my dad, Amy, her dad and Rachel that went in. My mum and Amy's mum stayed in the ballroom because theme parks aren't really their thing. They don't really like big rides. So they stayed up there and we went to Blackpool Pleasure Beach. So we got down to Blackpool Pleasure Beach and we went into the like little ticket booth thing that they've got like outside before you go in. And we thought, oh, we're just gonna get some like, I don't know what they call it. I think it's like just credits. Like, cause each ride is worth a certain like number, or well, it was when we were there. Of like tokens or something, I don't know, I can't really remember. We only wanted to do like the big one and like 2 others, and then we were like gonna go for the night because we were gonna go and get tea somewhere. So we went in and we got our wristband, and on the board it said something like closing tonight at 6 PM or something. We were like, oh, that's fine, like we'll be out way before then. And then we went into the park and the big one was shut because of the wind. Like in Blackpool, it's like right on the coast of the UK. So like the winds coming off the sea are really high sometimes. I don't know why they built that roller coaster there because it's always shut, but they did it, so I don't really know. But it's never open really, especially when I go. Maybe it's just bad luck, but it was shut. So we didn't go on it and we were like, oh, we'll just use our other ride, like credits on another ride. So we did Avalanche first, which is like it's not toboggan. What's the, you know, like cool running? Oh, bobsleigh. That's it. Bobsleigh coaster, and you kind of sit in and then just go around. It's like quite a small roller coaster. Nothing amazing, but we went on that and we queued up, we got on it fine, then we came off. And then we went to go and see another ride because we were like, because we were in the queue for like an hour, like 45 minutes for Avalanche, and so by the time we had finished that it was like about 4, half 4, nearly 5. So we went to get on, I think it was Revolution we were going to go on, which is a like goes forward, goes upside down, then goes backwards and goes upside down. I don't know the technical names from, but that's what it is. You can Google it if you want to see the rides. And we were like, oh yeah, we'll go on Revolution. So we went over there and we went to queue, and the queue was shut, and we were like, hang on. And people were walking to the exit of the park, and we were like, it's like 5 o'clock, like it doesn't shut till 6. And then we asked somebody on the Revolution like exit line, like why is the queue line shut? And they were like, oh, because the park shuts today at 6, so we shut the queues at 5, an hour before, so that everybody in the queue can get on and be out of the park by 6. We were like, well, they didn't really tell us. Like, this was our first time at Blackpool Pleasure Beach in like 2014. We'd never been before, and it doesn't work the same way as Alton Towers and like Thorpe Park, which is what we're used to. So we were like, okay. And it didn't say in the ticket office anywhere that you had to like be in the queue an hour before it shut. So we were really confused. And at this point, my dad and Amy's dad like started to get a bit annoyed because like my dad had paid for like 3 lots of tickets for my sister, me and him, and then like Amy's dad for him and her. Like, annoyed because we had only used like one lot of credits up on one ride and we still had like 3 or 4 left, like for how many we brought, and we were like annoyed. And then we said, oh, okay. And he was like, yeah, so if you want to get like money back, you're gonna have to go to the ticket office. And we were like, oh, okay. So we didn't think anything else about it. We were like, oh, we'll just get our money back and come another time. So we went to the ticket office, walking up there, and it was shut. It was locked up for the night, and that was our last night in Blackpool. And we were like, well, we want our money back because we haven't been on the rides and they didn't tell us that we had to leave and be in the queue an hour before. So that's not our problem, that's not our fault. So we were like getting annoyed by then. Well, I was only like 14 or something, so this was quite a while ago. But me and Amy were like, oh, like nothing ever goes right. But so we went and tried and find another person that worked in the park, like a manager or someone. We asked a member of staff if we could speak to someone. And then they sat us in the like ticket office. They let us in to sit down, and we were like, God, this is taking ages. And then the woman that we spoke to went off to get somebody else and brought them back. And this was when my dad and Amy's dad started getting really like annoyed. Sorry about the light, by the way, it's getting really dark. I can just tell that the light changed on camera. But yeah, and they started getting a bit annoyed because they went off to get a person and they didn't come back for like half an hour, and we were sat waiting and just wasting our time, and we weren't going to get our money back. We knew that because there was no one here working still. So we were like, me and Amy and Rachel, we were just sat on like a settee that they had in there, and like my dad and Peter were like off, like annoyed. And then a woman comes back and she's a cleaner, and she was like, oh, sorry, I can't find anyone. And we were like, sorry, what? Like, no, there's got to be somebody working still. Like, it was only like just before like 5, it was like 5 o'clock, 5:15. Like, even though the park shut at 6, like nobody was there, and we were really confused, like, because it was open till 6, so why wasn't anyone working? You would have thought that the box office and like the ticket place would still be open. But it wasn't. I don't know why. I don't know whether this was just a one weekend thing where they had like a problem this weekend, or whether this is like it all the time, because I don't live near there, so I don't really visit Blackpool Pleasure Beach a lot. But the last time I went this year, it was fine. But I don't know, the 2014 one was awful. So then the woman comes back and she's like, oh yeah, I can't find anyone. And we're like, no, sorry. And then my dad and Peter get really annoyed, and then Amy's dad like says like, well, we want our money back. Do you have any money? Because we want our money back. We're not leaving until we get our money back. And she was like, I'm only a cleaner, I can't do anything to help. And then security came. I have no idea how they knew to come, but they came, they just turned up. And they were like, what's going on? And we were, me, Amy and Rachel were just sat down on the sofa. My dad and Peter were talking. They were like, well, the box office is shut and you didn't advertise that it was closing an hour earlier, and no one's here, and we want our money back. We're going back to Plymouth tomorrow and we want our money back. And they were like, well, you're gonna have to put it in online. And they were like, well, no, we're here now, we want our money back. There should be people still working if it doesn't shut until 6. And then the security got like really like aggy, because like I think like my dad and like Amy's dad were becoming more like argumentative and like shouting quite a lot and raising their voices because they really wanted their money back. Like at the time I was actually wetting myself with laughter. I was crying, it was the funniest thing. And the guy was like, well, I'm gonna have to ask you to leave. And they were like, well, we're not leaving until we get our money back. And they were like, well, then we'll make you leave. And we were like, me and Amy and Rachel were like, oh, can we just go now? Like, we'll put it in online, we'll just get our money back online. And then he was like, we're gonna have to make you leave. And then Peter and my dad were like, no, we want our money back. And they were like, well, we're gonna have to make you leave, sir. And we were like, ah! And then the security like bundled us out of the Pleasure Beach door. They unlocked it from the ceiling, like they escorted us off of the premises, opened the door, and we're like, nope, sorry, you're gonna have to go. You're not allowed back on this premises. You're not allowed back into Pleasure Beach. And we were like, sorry, we did nothing wrong. We asked for our money back because they were false advertising that weekend. Like, we did nothing wrong. And they were like, well, sorry, you're gonna have to go. We were like, and they were like, yeah, off the premises, you're not allowed on here anymore, off. And they like pushed us out the door, like with both hands, like physically like pushed us out the door. And then as soon as like our last step was over the door, they slammed that door shut and locked it and walked off. And we had been kicked off. And like, we came around the other side to try and get back in. Doors were locked, knocked on them, weren't allowed back in. Like, it was the craziest night ever. Like, we went in to go on a couple of rides and we got kicked out of the building because we wanted our money back because they were false advertising. I mean, I don't know really. I think it was honestly so crazy, but honestly so funny because I was only like 14 and I just found everything hilarious. But yeah, so we got kicked out of Blackpool Pleasure Beach, and I mean, they've let us return since because I only went this year, but it was crazy and I never thought I'd be kicked out of a theme park. I mean, it's not for a bad reason, I don't think anyway. But comment down below if you think that that was bad, like what we did. But I think that anyone would do that. Like, they were false advertising, so we wanted our money back, but the security didn't want to put up a fight, so they kicked us off. Like, I don't know. But anyway, thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please give it a big thumbs up and comment down below if you have any story times like this, because I'm pretty sure there's some other theme park related story times. And yeah, if you enjoyed this, then make sure to subscribe. The button is just down below and it'll notify you every time I post. And yeah, thank you for watching this video and I'll see you in my next one. Bye!